Hi, we are team Project 8 and we are of 6 people in a group. Rishi Kumar Reddy Malepalli, Sanjay Adusumilli, Himavamsi Gumadi, Niklesh Kotta, Ikshita Ishwari Pillamari, Anna Joyce Tenali. And our project is about Microsoft GitHub. And I want to explain about the Microsoft GitHub. Microsoft GitHub is a version control tool and it is used by the different organizations for the development of their applications. The slide is about the industry and organization background. And coming to the industry analysis, Microsoft GitHub is a high technology oriented tool which is centered to increase the ability of the financial services providers by the providing high valued blockchain technology like AI and other things. And coming to organization background, this company was established in Texas and was founded in 1989. The parent company of Cartronics is NCR Corporation. The company is headed by ED West. This slide explains about the introduction, and GitHub is a provider of internet hosting for the software development and the version control using the GitHub. And this project is aimed at creating new work scheduling system for the Microsoft Corporation that would help in improving the productivity and the performance of the employees. And the goal of this project is to update the existing task scheduling system. This is part of the Microsoft Office automated system. The system then uses that create a schedule for the all the employees in the department. Planning phase. This slide explained about the planning phase, and planning phase is segregated into two systems like alternative system and a problem. In the alternative system, the issue gonna be like a single system incorporation, both incorporating both works from home and office-based schedules with the inbuilt data-driven analysis, and we have few problems in this system like more systems are evolving to blend the work from home and in the office due to the COVID pandemic. This has not been implemented in the system yet. And in the GitHub, it is a free and open source for the alternative for the GitHub like Bitbucket, Gitbucket.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanjay and today I'm here to speak about the feasibility analysis regarding the Microsoft GitHub. So before analyzing and proceeding to a project, we'll be having a scope and getting an idea regarding how to succeed in project, analyzing all the factors such as technical feasibility, economical feasibility, legal feasibility, operational feasibility, scheduling feasibility, and etc. And taking these all factors, we'll be getting an idea or else conclusion whether it's going to succeed and get an benefit to the organization. So when it comes to feasibility analysis is used to determine the viability of an idea, such as ensuring the project is legal or technically feasible as well as economical justifiable. And it also says whether the project is worth the investment in order to succeed, taking all these sectors or phases. So technical feasibility is nothing but the resources which are available in the organization. It helps organization whether the technical resources meet the capacity and whether technical team is capable of converting those ideas into working systems. Technical feasibility also uses the evaluation of the hardware, software, and other technical requirements to the proposed system or else to the as is system. And comes to economical feasibility comes under the costs, benefits analysis of the project and helping organizations whether the viability costs and benefits associated with the project before financial resources are allocated to it. And also it uses the proposed project will provide all the feasibility regarding the economical matters. And also when it comes to the organizational feasibility, this project will be provided with employees with a flexible schedule and also making sure whether the employees are capable of completing it on time and also taking and giving benefits to the employees and also improving providing motivation to them and making scheduled ways to complete the project on time. So when it comes to the Gantt chart is used by many of the organizations in order to schedule their project scope and their time viability of their schedules, whether completing the project on time. And Gantt chart is used used for the graphical representation. It's a project management tool that illustrates a project plan. It typically includes two sections: the outline list of the tasks and the timeline with the schedule bars which visualize work. So each member and the team assigned tasks will be divided into the rows where they will be defining the time guidelines for a weekly or also daily basis and completing and assigning the tasks depending on their project scope. So the main scenario or else the main scope of this Gantt chart is to maintain the project on time and their time guidelines and also the progress of the project. It will be denoted in the performance of the Gantt chart. So in this project we'll be using the waterfall model. So the waterfall model is a linear sequential approach to the software development lifecycle that is popular in software engineering and product development. The waterfall model emphasizes the progression of the steps, which is like the direction of water flows over the edge of a cliff. Distinct endpoints or goals are set for each phase of development and cannot be revisited after completion. And in this waterfall model, it goes by step, like if in each phase, after completion of one each phase, we'll be entering to the second phase. Similarly, it carries on with the requirements such as requirements analysis, design, coding and implementation, testing, operations or development of the deployment of the code, and after the final step will be the maintenance. So it goes as in these life cycle ways of 7 steps. And when it comes to the pros and cons, the advantages are like it is easy to deploy, allows early design and specifications, and also it's easy to understand and also easy to arrange the tasks. And when it comes to the disadvantages, it does not consider as error correction, and it reduces efficiency by not allowing process to overlap, and it is not adaptive. Often when a flaw is found, the entire process needs to start over. So this is the drawback for this waterfall model. But mainly before moving to the next phase, there's usually a review and sign off to ensure that all defined goals have been met. The waterfall model is ideal for projects that have specific documentation, fixed requirements, and ample resources, an establishment timeline, well understood technology. And regarding the alternative to the waterfall model, it includes JAD, that's nothing but joint application development, and also RAD, rapid application development, and we can utilize to agile project management too. So this after completion of the previous step, the next step will be conducted after only completion of each phase, or else we couldn't move on to the next implementation using this model.
Hello everyone, my name is Vamsi. Here we have three types: scope, deliverables, and constraints. Scope: the project has certain requirements like analysis, planning, design, and implementation for the overall project. Once after it's done, process will be tested up to some limit of time, around a month over a system before implementation. Deliverables: these deliverables gives the personalized schedule for functional work of the system to each employee. Constraint: the main theme of this project is to upgrade the scheduling system, and rest will remain same. Requirements determination. Requirement analysis technique use. Business process model and notation. It is used for graph creation that links business process to a set of requirements to regulate their stability. Requirement allocation techniques. Interviews. Allocation techniques used for identifying needs based on user wants. By allocation techniques, needs are obtained clearly with more details. It helps in regulating the expectation of users, and it creates the system and requirements up to users' expectation. Document analysis. It helps in understanding the current system and process involved in a system. The analysis involves going through the manuals and documents to find more about the current system.
I would like to continue with a user case diagram. The user case diagram tells that the employee of the scheduling system can authenticate the users. The employee has the right to select and view hours and can view or request the work schedule too. The system can identify the working pattern of the employees, such as creating working schedule hours, designing working schedules, including modifying created schedules, and it can also remove courses, and it can also share created working schedules among them. Both DFT and ARD models show data presentation for identifying data flows. DFT represents the data flow diagram which shows the flow of series of data based on a certain information on our project. DFT is generally used in our project for outlining the pattern and framework of a data system without showing the actual time. Whereas ERD means the entity relationship diagram, reflecting the key relationship between the entities in an information that we used in our project. Whereas DFT reflects the way of entering and transforming the stored data we used in our Microsoft Git, whereas ERD shows the overall framework of the data system without explaining much about the database implementations. Entities in ERD often represent a group of similar things.
Software components. We can say that we have the React framework and Microsoft Azure Cloud. The React framework is used for handling the view layer and can be used for development of both web and mobile applications. This framework was utilized to develop the system's overall user interface in the project, and the Microsoft Azure Cloud owns and operates this cloud computing platform. This platform was utilized to host the web application as well as store the data that the system created and generated. The data was stored in Azure SQL database and Cosmos database. This slide is about the user interface design. In the user interface design, it is concerned with anticipating what users may need to do and ensuring that the interface contains features that are simple to access, understand, and utilize in order to assist those actions. Interaction design, graphic design, and information architecture are all combined in user interface. Here we can see options like clock in, clock out, next week, edit, monthly work hours, projects, performance, and sign-in option, which will assist us in performing various tasks. Data storage design. Important activity of the design phase is designing the data storage component of the system. Here in the data storage design slide, we can see that the internet is divided into two components. The first one would be the Azure Active Directory. It is a cloud-based identity and access management service. This service helps your employees access external resources such as Microsoft 365, the Azure portal, and thousands of other SaaS applications. Azure DNS is a hosting service for DNS domains that provides name resolution by using Microsoft Azure infrastructure. Now, if the internet is connected to the Azure front door, it is a modern cloud content delivery network from Microsoft that enables fast, dependable, and secure access to your applications, static and dynamic online content from anywhere in the world. Azure Frendo distributes your information via Microsoft Global Edge Network, which includes hundreds of global and local POPs located near your enterprise and consumer end users. Between the internet and the Azure front door, we can see that the internet is also connected to the Azure CDN and the blob is again connected to the Azure CDN. Now the Azure CDN stands for Azure Content Delivery Network, where service is provided by the Azure Cloud Platform that enables in storing and accessing data on different content servers and locations used by online or cloud services. From the Azure front door, the internet is passed through the web front end, where the application service plan, queue, and the function app are present, and that flows through the data storage. Later, the data storage and web front end meet at the Azure Search, which is a cloud search service that gives developers infrastructure, APIs, and tools for building a rich search experience over private, heterogeneous content in web, mobile, and enterprise applications.
Hello everyone, this is Nikhilesh. Now I'm going to talk about implementation and transition plan of the system. There are currently 4 steps involved in this. Implementation plan. Here we will be implementing new system on the current existing system. By taking requirements from the user, this will ensure that the components are working and operational to enhance the user experience and satisfaction. So coming to the transition and migration, after having implementation plan, we need to change the system to newly developed system. So these changes will happen in this plan. And coming to the training part, as is a new system, training is required to operate and better handling the system to avoid issues in the future. So I will be ensuring each person know their task and have knowledge to operate the new system to work optimally. Forecast for maintenance. The new system requires maintenance to work efficiently. The maintenance includes recovery from errors, addition of functionalities, modification of codes, and I will be modifying codes time to time to meet the user requirements and satisfaction in near future. Coming to this slide, the budget of the project is $1,500 and the duration of it 10 weeks. So the budget is very important and it's a very important phase in any project. It helps set expenditure expectations, which is critical in getting project approval, ensuring funds are ready at the time. So here there are different tasks in the budget as shown on the slide. As I mentioned before, the $1,500 value of this project is very feasible for the company and the duration too. Future task, we have already discussed about design phase and implementation phase in previous slides. Now we'll see about future plans in design phase. We will include design acquisition strategy. It means it's a relation between acquisition points, deployment, and work. And we will also improve architecture and design of the data storage that helps retrieving the data faster. Coming to the implementation phase, future plans include maintenance and refinement of system code for optimal performance even after the delivery of the project. Thank you.